In this video I will show you how to learn IR commands from the AC remote control. W1IRTH can learn 3 commands from the remote control: on cool, on heat, and the off command. Before each learning, we must set the remote control properly. Let's see it in practice. To learn the on cool command, let's set the remote control to cool mode. To do it, turn on the system and press the mode button until set the cooling mode. Next, set the target temperature for cooling and turn it off. Now we know that when turning on the system, it will send the on cool command to the IRTH. The next step is learning. First, press the on cool button for 5 seconds to activate the learning mode. The left and the middle LED turn on to indicate the learning mode is activated. Position the remote control IR emitter in front of the IRTH sensor and press the remote control on button. The command is learned and the LEDs turn off. Now, it's time to learn the on heat command. Before we start, let's set the system to heating mode. In the same way, turn on the system and use the mode button to set the heating mode. Set the target temperature for heating, and remember to turn off the system. Now, when we turn on the system, the remote control will send the on heat command. Back to the module and press the on heat button for 5 seconds to activate the learning mode. The 3 LEDs turn on to indicate the on heat learning mode is activated. Position the remote control IR emitter in front of the module sensor and press the remote control on button. The command is learned and the LEDs turn off. To learn the off command, we don't need to set the remote control because the off command is the same for all modes. However, in this case, the system must be on. In the same way, press the off button for 5 seconds to activate the learning mode. The left and the right LEDs turn on. Position the IR remote control in front of the IRTH sensor and press the remote control off button. The off command is learned and the LEDs turn off. Now, use the command buttons and check if your equipment responds to the IR commands from IRTH. And if any command fails, repeat the steps before.